we have compliance manager, lifecycle manager, governance platform, and integration modules.
Okay.
If you have explored somewhat on IAQ, you must be aware that we have certifications module in IAQ, right?
I've
We have policies, we have reporting, audits,
access review,
access request, provisioning, we have password management as well. You must be somewhat familiar, you must have heard about
I
these.
mean, I've seen these terminologies somewhere.
Yeah,
I've
that's,
heard about them, but I have no idea. Very
yeah,
honestly.
no problem. Everything will be covered in this training. But for now, this is the introductory part, that what all is there and what are all the components. Apart from this, we have policies, we have roles, we have identity warehouse, where all the identities will get stored. Suppose we were talking in
I
the,
use, I mean,
this you have used, right?
yeah, I have used identity warehouse.
Okay, apart from governance platform, if we would talk about the integration modules. So you must be aware that we can integrate various applications or various connectors in IAQ.
Yes.
Right? If we are integrating various applications, there must be, sometimes there is a requirement to integrate third-party application or any ITSM or ticketing tool. Okay, we can integrate ServiceNow or any other ticketing tool that
is NetSuite a third-party provisioning?
Sorry? NetSuite is a third-party application provisioning.
Because in our save point, I come across NetSuite applications.
Yeah. Okay, so these integration modules are also supported. And gradually we are moving towards a typical IAQ architecture, which I'll be showing you soon. Before that, another important thing to note is that in IAQ, everything we talk about, the actors, the main actors that we talk about is always the object. We refer to that as an object. Everything in IAQ will be stored in the database as an object. Okay. So as I told you that IAQ has its own database as well. Okay. Everything is getting stored there. And if we talk about roles, we talk about identity, applications, entitlements. Okay. Everything is stored in a separate objects. Suppose if we talk about identities, if there are 100,000 identities, if we want to check those identities from the backend, we can go to the identity object and we can check all those identities over there. So everything will be stored in their specific objects. Okay. And as I told you in the architecture, if anything comes from the target application back to IAQ, we refer to as aggregation. Now in the coming slide, if you will see, anything coming from, let me show you next. Anything coming from application to IAQ is aggregation. From IAQ to application, that is provisioning. And the third thing that we have is a refresh. You must have heard about the task with the name identity refresh or refresh identity queue. This is a task that we have in IAQ. Did you run that ever?
No, I'm not aware of this.
Okay, no problem. So what happens is when we run the aggregation, as we discussed, that the data from the target application comes to IAQ. This is a typical import activity. Okay. Once the data comes from application to IAQ, it has to reflect with the identities. Like I mentioned an example that email got updated in Active Directory, it should get reflected in IAQ in the user account attribute. When we run the aggregation, the data will come inside IAQ, but when we will run the identity refresh, then that identity will get refreshed and the data of attributes like email attribute which got changed will get reflected in the account, in the IAQ.
Same like we are refreshing a web page, more like that.
It's at high level, you can say that because the data comes inside IAQ with the help of aggregation, but in order to reflect in the identity attributes, we have to run this refresh task. Okay. So as I told you that in IAQ, we have the objects and everything is stored in the objects. So whenever we will talk about these things like roles, task, certification, risk, policies, so we can check in IAQ that these are the things which are stored in their respective objects with the name roles, task, certification, risk, and policies. We will see this. But for now, you just have to remember that everything is stored in the form of objects in IAQ.
Okay.
And another important thing that you have to remember is, or you must be already be aware is, there is an aggregation concept and refresh concept. These two are tasks. Aggregation is a task that we have to run in IAQ, then the aggregation will happen. Like if in any system, in any normal scenario, when you run the import task, import activity, then the import gets performed from the target application back to your base application. So this is a task, and refresh is also a task. But for provisioning, we have to work on the workflows. Have you heard about workflows in IAQ?
I've heard, but I don't know what that is.
Okay, that's not a problem. Okay, so for provisioning to happen, we have to work on the workflows. For aggregation and refresh to happen, we have to work on the task.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it on the introduction part. This we already discussed. Yeah. So this is a detailed architecture of IAQ. Just give a couple of minutes on this and let me know if you are getting some clarity on this, because this is designed in I would say in a difficult way, but just try to relate as per our discussion.
Okay, so this external application web browser, this must be HR.
Anything, yeah. Any
Any
application.
source of
Yeah.
information. These target system seems to be connectors. I mean, what I've heard is
Yeah. Target systems are the connectors, any type, CSV, JDBC, AD, SAP, or any third-party application. These are the target system. And on the left side, which is in blue color, is the IAQ application itself, which is having the task, workflows, schedulers, or emails or integration modules connectors as well. So this is the application, IAQ application. IAQ is having its own database, which is in the bottom, IAQ database. Database has its tables and object models. So IAQ is having its database and IAQ is connected with the various target applications. Okay, this is what they have tried to explain.
So these target applications are called connectors as well.
Yeah. There is a slight difference between connectors and applications that will be clear to you once we'll work on that.
Also, I have no idea what is JDBC.
Yeah, this is a database connector.
Okay.
JDBC is Java Database Connectivity.
I am aware of what is CSV file, Active Directory, pata hai, SAP, I mean, but services ticketing, but I don't know what was JDBC. Java.
In our training, we'll be covering CSV, JDBC and LDAP. Okay.
Okay.
तो आपको इसमें सब क्लैरिटी मिल जाएगी इसमें.
SQL, I mean, मतलब मैंने अपने लीड को पूछा था that what are the connectors that we are using in our sale points. You told me JDBC, this Active Directory and SQL.
Yeah. So JDBC जो है वो SQL हो सकता है, Oracle हो सकता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है.
Any kind of database.
Any kind of database. ठीक है.